Hello, hi guys. Let us start with legal GK questions part 2. This is Rohit Sharma. Under Indian Penal Code, how many persons constitute an unlawful assembly? Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same shall be 5 or more persons. So, the term unlawful assembly has been defined under section 141 of the Indian Penal Code 1860 as an assembly of 5 persons having a common object to perform an omission or offense. Hence option B is correct. The term xenophobia refers to, kindly give the correct answer. The term xenophobia refers to fear of strangers, is a broad term that may be applied to any fear of someone who is different from us. Hostility towards outsiders is often a reaction to fear. It typically involves the belief that there is a conflict between an individual's in-group and an out-group, and hence option B is correct. So this is unreasonable hatred of foreigners. Who among the following is not appointed by the President of India? Kindly give the correct answer. Who is not appointed by the President of India? The correct answer for the same is B. The President appoints the Prime Minister, Chief Justice of India, other judges of the High Court, CAG, Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioner, Attorney General, etc. The authority and function of the Advocate General, that is this is appointed in the state. So this cannot be appointed by the President. This has not been appointed by the President. Can you please remember it? So governor of each state shall appoint a person. So President directly doesn't appoint him. His representative in the state appoints him. Right guys? Now let's go ahead. In which schedule of the Constitution anti-defection law is provided? Kindly give the correct answer. The anti-defection law is provided in the 10th schedule. That came in 1986 and it was enacted to address the perceived problem of instability caused by democratic elected legislatures in India's parliamentary system of government, shifting allegiance from the parties they supported at the time of election or disobeying parties' decisions at critical times. How many fundamental duties are listed in the Constitution? Kindly give the correct answer. How many fundamental duties are listed in the Constitution? 9, 10, 11, 15, 12. Tell. The correct answer for the same is originally 10, but now it has been increased by 11 by the 86th Amendment in 2002, which added that every parent or guardian to ensure that child or ward was provided opportunities for education between the age of 6 and 14 years. Hence option B is correct. The Constitutional Assembly, which framed up the Constitution for Independent India, was set up in what year? The correct answer for the same is Constitution of India was framed by the Constituent Assembly set up under Cabinet Vision Plan of 1946. It held its first meeting in December 9, 1946. So it was elected Sachidanand Sinha, the oldest member of the Assembly, as provisional president. Hence option D is correct. The Constitution names our country as India, that is Bharat. So India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states, implicitly codifying India and Bharat as equally officially short names for the Republic of India. For the enforcement of fundamental rights, the Supreme Court of India may issue an writ. So, the fundamental rights given in Part 3 of the Constitution are enforceable in court of law if violation occurs. The Constitution empowers Supreme Court and High Court under Article 32 and 226 respectively to issue writs for safeguarding of fundamental rights of citizens. Hence, option B is correct. Which of the following writs is a bulwark of personal freedom? Answer is habeas corpus. Habeas corpus means have the body, and the person can seek the relief from the court for unlawful detention of him or herself or another person. In 1993, National Human Rights Commission was established under the, kindly give the correct answer, Protection of Human Rights Act. So National Human Rights Commission NHRC was established on 12 October 93. Statute under which it was established as the Protection of Human Rights 93 as the Protection of Human Rights Amendment Act 2006. Hence option A is correct. Bigamy laws are not applicable to Muslims. So in India, bigamy is an offence against marriage and it is also criminal offence under Indian penal laws. Bigamy laws are applied to Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, Sikhs, Parsis, Christians. Bigamy is one of the ground to seek divorce under Hindu Marriage Act 1955, hence option B is correct. The phrase locus standi in legal term means right of appearance in a court. Locus standi means a right to appear in a court or before anybody or on a given question, a right to be heard, hence option C is correct. Right to Information Act 2005 secure access to information which is under the control of. Kindly give the correct answer. The answer for the same is public authorities. So implementation of the Right to Information Act 2005 in university, colleges, etc. This act provides for the right to information to citizens to secure access to information under the control of public authorities in order to promote transparency and accountability in the working of every public authority. Hence option C is correct. How many theories of punishment are there in the criminal justice system? The kind are 4. So there are 4 theories of punishment. These are the deterrent theory, retributive theory, preventive theory, and reformative theory. Deterrent theory is one which says that make the punishment so high that a criminal is deterred from doing the crime. Retributive, that theory in which retribution, that means eye for an eye comes. Preventive theory is that in which you prevent the crime from being happening, and reformative is humanitarian theory. You give him less punishment, parole, bail, all comes in it. Which of the following exercised the most profound influence in the framing of the Constitution? The answer is Government of India Act 1935. The spirit of federalism, bicameralism were taken from it. Who decides disputes relating to the allotment of symbols to political parties? The correct answer for the same is Election Commission. So Election Commission decides disputes relating with the allotment of symbols to political parties. Who decides whether a bill is a money bill or not? Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Speaker of the Lok Sabha certifies if a financial bill is a money bill or not, hence option C is correct. A financial bill is not a money bill unless it fulfills the requirement of Article 110. Which of the following is not a usual session of the Parliament of India? Kindly give the correct answer. Correct answer for the same is autumn session. So autumn session is generally not the general session of the Parliament of India. Parliament sessions are budget session, February to May, monsoon session, and winter session. End of a session of Parliament in India is also known as, kindly give the correct answer, prorogation. So prorogation means the termination of a session of the House by an order made by the President under Article 85 2A of the Constitution. Prorogation terminates both the sitting session of the House, hence option A is correct. The Public Account Committee consists of how many members from the Lok Sabha and how many members from the Rajya Sabha? Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is 15 members from the Lok Sabha and 7 members from the Rajya Sabha. So Public Accounts Committee consists of not more than 22 members, 15 elected by Lok Sabha and lower house of the Parliament, and not more than 7 members of the Rajya Sabha, the upper house of the Parliament. The quorum to constitute a meeting of either house of Parliament is, correct answer for the same is 1/10. So under Article 100 of the Constitution, the quorum to constitute a meeting of either house of the Parliament is 1/10 of the total numbers of the house, hence option B is correct. Every sitting of the Parliament starts with which of the following sessions? The correct answer for the same is discussion hour. So first hour of every sitting is called question hour. It starts with the question hour. Yeah. So the first hour of every sitting is called question hour. Asking question is Parliament is free and unfettered right of members. And during question hour, they may ask questions of ministers on different aspects of administration and government, policy in the national and international sphere. After this comes the 0 hour. Name the type of education which is not considered a fundamental right. Correct answer for the same is pre-primary education. So education is a fundamental right, but education of children below 6 years before primary school is not. Union Ministry of HRD is responsible for elementary education, but Ministry of Women and Child Development looks at pre-primary education. This actually comes under Anganwadi. Hence option B is correct. 86th Amendment of the Indian Constitution makes education a fundamental right for all children aged 6 to 14 years. So 86th Amendment to the Constitution of India in 2002 provided right to education as a fundamental right in Part 3 of the Constitution. Same amendment inserted Article 21A, which made right to education a fundamental right for children between 6 to 14 years. Hence option A is correct. On April 2013, the Supreme Court held that modification of well-known cancer-fighting drug is not a patentable new invention against which but pharmaceutical firm. A very important case. The answer for the same is Novartis. So this is the Novartis versus Union, where it was held that modification of a well-known cancer-fighting drug is not patentable. Hence, option B is correct. Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013 does not provide that stalking and voyeurism are bailable offences. So it gives rape convict cannot be convicted for less than 20 years, death sentence to repeat offender, asset tax gets a 10-year jail term. But stalking and voyeurism are not bailable but non-bailable offences. That means the bail provision depends on the judge whether he wants to give or not. You can not demand it as a right. In stalking and will invite imprisonment of 1 to 5 years, since option C is correct. In India, Uniform Civil Code is applicable in the state of Goa. Goa has a common family law, thus beginning the only Indian state to have a uniform civil code, and 1954 Special Marriage Act allows the citizen to marry outside the realm of any special religious personal law. Hence option A is correct. Nota is introduced in the voting machine as one of the options based on. Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is Representations of the People Act 1951. So this is under which the nota is introduced. This was under which the normally the election things come, but this nota decision came via the Supreme Court decision. And this was held in PUCL versus Union of India Judgment 2013. It directed the use of nota in the context of direct elections to Lok Sabha and the respective state assemblies. Hence option C is correct. How many duties are provided under Part 4th A of the Constitution? Kindly give the correct answer. Answers are 11. I discussed this with you. The Interstate Council has been constituted based on the recommendation of what? The correct answer for the same is this was formed under the commission of Sarkaria Commission. So Interstate Council is a non-permanent constitutional body set up by a presidential order on the basis of provisions in Article 263 of the Constitution of India. The body was formed by a presidential order dated 28th May 1990 on the recommendation of Sarkaria Commission. Hence option C is correct. Which of the following is not a constitutional body? Kindly give the correct answer. So Planning Commission is not a constitutional body. It's an institution in the government of India which developed India's 5-year plan. Now Planning Commission has been shaped by Niti Aayog. So this was an old question. So Niti Aayog has been done. Niti Aayog is also not a constitutional body. It has just replaced the Planning Commission. Which right has been given to the citizens under Article 21A of the Constitution of India? Correct answer for the same is right to education. So Article 21A gives free right education to all children of the age of 6 to 14 years. As the state may by law determine. Article 22 is protection against arrest and detention in certain cases. The Constitution also imposes restriction on these rights. Which of the following is not a prerogative right? The answer is equity. So Constitution of India broadly provides for 5 kinds of prerogative writs: habeas corpus, certiorari, mandamus, quo warranto and prohibition. Hence option C is correct. The landmark judgment of the Supreme Court in Keshav Nanda Bharti versus State of Kerala is related to which of the following topics? The answer for the same is fundamental rights. So Supreme Court, through decisive judgment of Justice H.R. Khanna in Keshav Nanda Bharti versus State of Kerala, declared that basic structure features of the Constitution is resting on the basic foundation of the Constitutions. Hence option B is correct. The term tort generally means which of the following? The answer for the same is civil wrong. So tort basically means, in Latin terms, it means tortum, which means twisted. And as per the English common law, it's a civil wrong that causes a claimant to suffer loss or harm, resulting in legal liability. Hence option D is correct. Damnum sine injuria means damage without injury to the legal right. Hence sines mean which of the following? The correct answer for the same is without. So damage without legal injury is not payable. So let us say damnum sine injuria. Damages without legal injury. These are not payable. Law of limitations pertain to which of the following? Correct answer for the same is period to take legal action. So law of limitation prescribes the time limit for different suits within which an aggrieved person can approach the court for redress or justice. Law of limitation prescribes the time limit for different suits so that the person can approach the court for redress or justice. Hence option D is correct. The term judicial proceedings refers to which of the following procedure? Kindly give the correct answer. Answer is procedure adopted by the court. So judicial proceeding is a legal proceeding in a court, a judicial contest to determine and enforce legal rights litigation. Legal proceedings are the institution of a sequence of steps by which legal judgments are invoked. Hence option B is correct. Which of the following is not a movable property? Answer is a factory building. So example of a movable property includes vehicles, timber, crops, home accessories like curtains, beds, almirah, etc. Immovable property examples will include land, building, trees attached to the land. Hence option C is correct. Which of the following is not true about the gift? The answer for the same is D, can be given only to family members. Gift can be given to anyone and not only family members. Hence option D is correct. If Raju is staying in the house of Sham by paying the money on a monthly basis, what is the arrangement called? Answer for the same is lease. So this is called lease because sale is not there, purchase is not, mortgage is not. So lease is the contract outlining the terms under which one party agrees to rent property owned by another party. It guarantees the lessee, also known as the tenant, use of an asset and guarantees the lessor, the property owner of landlord, regular payments for a specified period in exchange. Hence option B is correct. What is the full form of FIR? Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is First Information Report. So First Information Report is a written document prepared by the police when they receive information about the commission of a cognizable offence. Hence option C is correct. Where can FIR be launched if a crime against women is committed? The answer for the same is police station. So police station must be fired at the FIR must be filed at the police station closest to the location of crime. No police station can refuse filing of an FIR. Every police station has a jurisdictional area within which they may investigate offences and crimes committed. Hence option D is correct. Which of the following statement is correct about the difference between bill and an act? The correct answer for the same is all acts are bills before becoming an act. So legislative proposals are brought before the House of the Parliament of India in the form of a bill. Bill is the draft of a legislative proposal. When passed by both houses of Parliament and assented by the President, it becomes an act of Parliament. And option A is correct. Supreme Court is the court of record. Here court of record means what? So court of record means under Article 129, it has the power to punish for the contempt of its court. It has also, the article declares Supreme Court to be court of record. It has two powers. The judgment proceedings of the Supreme Court are recorded for permanent memory, and testimony and these records can be produced before any court because they have evidentiary value. It has the power to punish for contempt either with simple imprisonment for 6 months of a term or with a fine. Hence option C is correct. So you can see it here. In which of the following states of India a uniform civil code is in force? The answer for the same is Goa. Goa is the only state in India which has uniform civil code. Goa family law is a set of civil laws originally by the Portuguese civil code, continued to be implemented after its annexation in 1961. Hence option B is correct. The total number of ministers including Prime Minister shall not exceed what percent of the total number of the House of the People? Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is 15. The total number of ministers including the Prime Minister in the Council of Ministers shall not exceed 15% of the total number of members of the House of the People. Hence option B is correct. So I just skipped. Who was the chairman of the 20th Law Commission of India? It is Justice D.K. Jain. And who was the chairman of the 21st Law Commission of India in 2016? It is Justice Balbir Singh Chauhan. Which of the following is not a writ specifically enumerated in Article 32 of the Constitution of India for the enforcement of fundamental rights? Answer is restitution. So the Supreme Court shall have power to issue direction, order or writs, including writs in the nature of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto and certiorari, whichever may be appropriate for the enforcement of any rights conferred by this part. So it's not restitution. Here we will take a 7-minute break. If you are watching the premiered video, you can go for a 7-minute forward. You can go 7 minutes forward and you can watch the video there. So guys, I'm back. Let us start with these questions once again. So in the Constituent Assembly, who was the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constitution? Kindly give the correct answer. So the drafting chairman was B.R. Ambedkar. So the Constituent Assemblies set up 13 committees and the drafting committee was under Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Begar in legal terms mean, kindly give the correct answer in that. Involuntary work without payment. So that is means labor usually without payment, slave labor. Hence option B is correct. In India, the reckoning date for the determination of the age of juvenile is the date of an offence on which he committed an offence and not the date on which he is produced before the authority or in court. Which of the following rights is not available to the citizens of India under Article 21 of the Constitution? The correct answer for the same is, correctly speaking, now even this is available after the Aruna Schonbach case, but only in selected cases. So right to health and medical assistance is available all time. Right to get pollution free air, water and air. Right to privacy is also available. When two persons descend from a common ancestor but by different wives, they are said to be related to each other by half blood. So two persons are said to be related to each other by full blood when they are descended from a common ancestor by the same wife, and by half blood when they are descended from a common ancestor but by different wives. Hence option B is correct. Pacta sunt servanda in legal terms mean, the correct answer for the same is, the agreements entered into by the states that will be respected and followed by them in good faith. So when two parties willingly and unknowingly enter into a contract, the terms of that contract should be upheld by both parties, and option B is correct. An offense for breaking a divine's idol is a sacrilege. So offense of breaking a divine's idol is a sacrilege, and it is the infringement or harmful treatment of a sacros an act, good, sight or individual. At the point when the profane offense is verbal, it is called obscenity, and when physical, it is frequently called defilements. Hence option D is correct. What is plea bargaining? The correct answer for the same is a procedure by which an accused pleads guilty in exchange for a lesser punishment. So plea bargaining refers to a person charged with criminal offense negotiating with the prosecution for a lesser punishment than what is provided in law by pleading guilty to a less serious offense. It primarily involves pre-trial negotiations between the accused and the prosecutor, hence option B is correct. The acts by a member of a trade union persuading others not to work is called picketing. So the act of members of a trade union persuading others not to work is called a strike. A strike is a type of refusal by the workers to work so that employers can approve their demands, hence option B is correct. In India, cyber terrorism is an offense called Information Technology Act. So it is punishable under the IT Act. Cyber crimes are punishable, and they are punishable under many provisions of the IPC as well. But these provisions, IPC and IT Act, overlap with each other. Hence option A is correct. When a judge makes certain remarks in the course of his judgment, which are said by the way and do not have direct bearing on the facts at hand, such remarks are called obiter dictum. So word obiter dicta is a Latin word which means things said by the way. So obiter dicta can be passing comments, opinions or examples provided by a judge. Statements constituting obiter dicta are therefore not binding, hence option B is correct. In extradition treaty, extradition means two countries will deport criminals on a reciprocal basis to each other. Which article of the Constitution of India lays down that Union of India and the states are juristic persons and can sue and be sued? The correct answer for the same is Article 300. So this is the only article that Government of India which says that the Government of India may sue or be sued by the name of the Union of India, and Government of India may be sued or by the name of the state. This is the correct answer. A post-dated check bears future date. So post-dated check is a check written with the future date. In other words, the date that appears on the check is after the date when the check was written. Even with the future date appearing on the check would clear from the bank account prior to that date. Hence option C is correct. According to the doctrine, every generation is obliged to preserve its natural and cultural heritage for the enjoyment of the future generations. So according to the Sustainable Development Doctrine. So it is an intergenerational equity. It's this intergenerational equity is a value concept which focuses on the rights of future generations. Sustainable development is the concept in which you say that you go with the environment and you save it for you as well as for the future generation. Intergeneration equity is the doctrine, right? Sustainable development is not a doctrine, it's a concept, so my mistake. Intergenerational equity is a value concept which focuses on the rights of future generation. Each generation has the right to inherit the same diversity in natural, cultural, health and economic resources enjoyed by previous generations and equitable access to use and benefits of these resources. Which of the following is not recommended by Justice Verma committee? Correct answer for the same is death sentence for rarest of rare rape case. The number of high courts in India is what? The answer for the same is 25. So the High Court is the supreme judicial body in a state. According to Article 214, each state of India shall have a High Court. However, Article 231 also mentions that there can be a common High Court for 2 or more states. So there are 25 High Courts in India, 6 having control over more than one state UT, hence option D is correct. What is the minimum duration of stay essential before a person can apply for citizenship of India? The answer for the same is 5 years. The ordinances issued by the governor are subject to approval by state legislature. So when the ordinances are submitted to the state legislation in the next session, they remain valid for no more than 6 weeks after the date state legislature is reconvened unless approved by it earlier. Hence option A is correct. Scheduled castes and scheduled tribes are officially designated group of people of India and have been specified in the constitution makers in the form of a schedule. Free legal aid for an accused is a directive principle of state policy. So Article 39A, which directs the state to secure equal justice and free legal aid, was adopted by the 42nd Amendment Act 1966 of the Constitution. Free legal aid is a provision for free legal services in the civil and criminal matters for those poor and marginalized people who cannot afford the services of a lawyer for the conduct of a case or a legal proceeding in any court, tribunal or authority. The concept of a secular state is that the state will not make any discrimination on the ground of religion, caste, community. Secularism is embodied in the preamble of the Constitution. So it was added by the 42nd Amendment of the Constitution of India, and hence option A is correct. National Development Council consists of members now of the Niti Aayog, Cabinet Minister and State Chief Ministers, representatives of Union Territory. Who allocates portfolio amongst the ministers? The correct answer for the same is Prime Minister is responsible for aiding and advising the President in the distribution of the work of the government to various ministries and offices. So this is here. Which Indian language is given the status of classical language by the central government? The correct answer for the same is 1, 2 and 3 only. Each member of the Security Council has 1 vote. Decisions on procedural members are to be taken by permanent members. A veto does not apply on the matter. On all other matters, there must be 9 affirmative votes, including those of 5 permanent members. So what is that? So this is here. I think the question has given it. So there should have been a gap here. So there are 5 permanent members: US, Russia, UK, France, and China. The first venture of Mahatma Gandhi in all India policies was Champaran movement. So he started from the Champaran movement. Indigo movement is also known as, and Satyagraha was for the first time used in the anti-Rowlatt Act agitation. The right to information is a fundamental right. So right to information is a fundamental right. It's also a statutory right, but it's a fundamental right also because it is implicit under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution. Which of the following committees has recommended measures for banning and controlling ragging in educational establishments in India? The correct answer for the same is Monopolitive and Restrictive Trade Practices Act. It covers under this, but it was recommended by the Raghavan Committee. The Constitution of India does not mention the post of The Deputy Prime Minister. So, Deputy Prime Minister of India is a member of the Union Cabinet in the Government of India. Deputy Prime Minister is not technically a constitutional office, it seldom carries any specific powers. So, Deputy Prime Minister is appointed by the President. Whether a bill is a money bill or not is certified by whom, and his decision is conclusive. The concerned Speaker of the Lok Sabha certifies the bill as a money bill before sending it to the upper house, and the decision of the Speaker is binding in both houses. Which seats are reserved? How many seats are reserved in all panchayats at all levels for women? The correct answer for the same is 1/3. It is under Article 243D of the Constitution of India. A seat of an MP can be declared vacant if he absents himself from the house for a continuous period of how much time? For a continuous period of, so if he remains absent for a 2 months without any notice and excluding periods of prorogation or adjournment over 4 days consecutively, the House may declare his seat vacant by a motion. It is not obligatory upon the House to pass such a motion, but it may happen, and this causes a vacancy, the absence, and if the House consider it fit to be unseat the member and declare the seat vacant. Hence, option B is correct. The earliest codified laws that defined and demarcated for the first time in India during 335 to 345 AD were followed in. So that's the Saka region. The right to the constitutional remedies in India is available to all the persons in case of infringement of any fundamental right. So it empowers the citizen to move a court of law in case of any denial of the fundamental rights, hence option B is correct. Money bills can be introduced in the state legislature with the prior consent of whom? The correct answer for the same is governor. So money bill can only be introduced in the parliament with the prior permission of the President of India, and it is not in the state legislature, it is the governor. While proclamation of emergency is operation, the state government cannot legislate. So during an emergency, state government is not dismissed. So the answer is national emergency. The state government is not dismissed and continues to function during emergency. The center gets concurrent power of legislation and administration in the state. Parliament can legislate with respect to the state. Hence option A is correct. Here we will take a 5-minute break before moving forward. So electioneering has to stop in a constituency 48 hours before the election starts. So 2 days is the time before polling starts. So that's the time before which that has to stop. How many kind of writs are there under the Indian Constitution? Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is five. Five kind of writs are there: mandamus, certiorari, quo warranto, and habeas corpus. Audio alternum partem in legal term means, it's a Latin phrase. It means that listen to the other side before passing a judgment. It is a principle that no person should be judged without a fair hearing, in which each party is given the opportunity to respond to the evidence against them. Hence, option A is correct. The Constitution of India provides for how many type of emergencies? The answer is 3. 356 is President Rule, 360 is Financial Emergency, 352 is National Emergency. Who discharges the duty of giving oath to the President of India? The correct answer for the same is Chief Justice of India. So, in the event of occurrence of vacancies in the offices of both President and the Vice President, in case of death, resignation, or removal, or otherwise, Chief Justice of India, or in his absence, Senior Most Judge of the Supreme Court of India, shall discharge the functions. Hence, option B is correct. What is the age of the retirement of Supreme Court judge? The correct answer for the same is 65 years. So, retirement age for the Supreme Court judge is 65 years, where initially for the High Court judges it was 60 years. How many times has financial emergency been declared in India? The answer is that none. So, not a single time has financial emergency been declared in India. Money bill is introduced in the Lok Sabha. So, it is not introduced in the Rajya Sabha, because it is the Lok Sabha are the people who are directly elected by the people. It is the People's House of the Indian Parliament. Who was the first president of the Constituent Assembly? The correct answer for the same is Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the first president, and vice president was Harinder Kumar Mukherjee, a Christian from Bengal and former vice chancellor of Calcutta University. The basic law in England is known as the common law. So, common law, basic law in England is known as the common law. It's a body of unwritten laws based on legal precedents established by the courts. Common law influences the decision-making process in unusual cases where the outcome cannot be determined based on existing statute or written rules of law. The sources of UK's unwritten constitution include the acts of UK Parliament, judicial decision, and conventions. Hence, option C is correct. UK interestingly has no written constitution. UK के पास written constitution नहीं है. वहाँ पे चलता है common law. What makes a contract void? The correct answer for the same is mistake. So, mistake makes a contract void. The contract can also be considered void if an unlawful object or consideration is involved in the agreement. This can include the promise of sex, illicit substance, or anything else causing one or both parties to break the law. Hence, option C is correct. A company is a, what is the company? Company is a artificial person, because the company has many of the same legal rights and responsibilities as a person does, and the ability to enter into contracts, the right to sue, borrow money, pay taxes, own assets, and hire employees. Hence, option A is correct. Under the law in India, what kind of euthanasia is allowed? Kindly focus on it for 30 seconds, because I have dealt with this question in the earlier part. Kindly give me the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is B. Since March 2018, passive euthanasia in legal India under strict guidelines. Patient must consent through a living will and must either terminally ill or in a vegetative state. And option B is correct. So kindly go through it. Burden of proof in any criminal case lies on whose does the burden of proof in criminal case lies? Kindly give the correct answer. It lies on the prosecution. So it's a fundamental principle that it lies on the criminal jurisprudence. It lies on the person who is giving it, and person who is accused is presumed to be innocent. He is presumed to be innocent. Right, guys? Which of the following contempt is laid down in the Contempt of Courts Act 1971? Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is C. So, contempt of court acts is defined as something which is has broadly described it civil contempt or criminal contempt. There are two articles in the Constitution. There are two articles in the Constitution of India which talk about the contempt of court, and these are Article 129 and Article 142 2. Hence, option C is correct. Who is the first law officer of the country? Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is Solicitor General of India, Attorney General of India. So, Attorney General of India is the first law officer of the Government of India, and hence option A is correct. Full form of FIR is, kindly give the correct answer. Think about it for 15 seconds. Kindly think about it for 15 seconds. First Information Report. So FIR stands for First Information Report. It is a written document prepared by the police for information recording when a person comes for a cognizable offense recording. So let us say a rape has occurred or a murder has occurred and somebody comes to the police station that, okay, please record it. So that comes under this. The offense of defamation is a, kindly give the correct answer. Offense of defamation is a both a crime and a tort. So whoever by words, it comes under both the tort law and the criminal law. Now it is comes under the criminal law because it has been codified under section 499 of the IPC. The judges of the Supreme Court are chosen by the Chief Collegium of Judges. So it's a system of appointment and transfer of judges that has evolved through judgments of the Supreme Court and not by the Act of Parliament or by a provision of the Constitution. SC Collegium is headed by the CJI and comprises 4 other senior most judges of the court. Option D is correct. Republic means, what does the republic means? Republic means the office of the head where the office of the head of the country is elected. So it's opposite to monarchy. So republic is a nation where government power rests with its citizens, uses a representational government and has an elected head of the state, and option B is correct. The country of India is federal with unitary features. So it's quasi-federal actually. So constitutions are either unitary or federal. In unitary government, powers of the government are centralized in central government and states are subordinate to the center. Nature of the Indian constitution can be understood as it is federal with unitary features, unitary with federal features, or quasi-federal. Hence option C is correct. Actually, in the times of normalcy, Indian state acts as a federal unit. Haryana has its own laws. In times of emergency, it becomes a unitary constitution. Let us say in the times of pandemic. So in pandemic, all the rules and regulations were coming from the center. When a chief minister is disqualified from voting in the election of President of India, kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the C is if he is a member of the state legislative council, because only members MLA, elected people, MP and elected MP from the Rajya Sabha are given chance to vote in the election in the process of election of President of India. So if he is selected from the Legislative Council, he cannot be elected. The Supreme Court has power to grant special leave to appeal against the order of lower courts and tribunals under Article 136 of the Constitution, because Article 136 deals with the special leave petition. Which article of the Constitution gives the High Court control over subordinate courts of the concerned state? The correct answer for the same is Article It's actually Article 227 also and Article 235 also. So the control over district court and courts subordinate, including posting, promotion, grant of leave, belonging to the judicial service of state and holding any post inferior to the post of district judge shall be vested in the High Court. Hence option D is correct, but it also comes under Article 227. A political party should be registered as a national party after inter alia it has secured at least 6% of the total votes polled in 4 states. So political party could be registered as a national party. It has secured at least 6% of the total votes. 6%, say it is of the total polled in a minimum of 4 states. A product advertisement is desired to appeal mainly to, kindly give the correct answer, the target audience. So it is the statement by a victim as to the cause of its death is called dying declaration. So मरते समय जो व्यक्ति अपनी statement रखता है, when a person makes his declaration when he is dying, it's of written or verbal relevant, is made by a person who is dead. it has evidentiary value, and it is the dying declaration. Let us say a rape victim is there and she is dying, writing a note, then it comes under this. Which of the following is not a fundamental right? Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is right to property. Now it is a under Article 300A, it is a legal right. It's not constitutional right. Right, first it was a fundamental right, now it's a legal right. The right to property was listed as a fundamental right. By 44th Amendment, right to property was removed as a fundamental right, and Article 300A was added, in which it was named as a legal right. The term unliquidated damages stands for damages to be assessed by the court. A written statement under oath and signed by the maker as a truth statement is called affidavit. So affidavit is a written official statement of fact made by the individual. The person who prepares an affidavit declares that content mentioned in the affidavit is true and accurate, and nothing has been concealed or misstated. Hence option B is correct. The judge of a Supreme Court hold office until the age of 65 years. So removal under Article 124(4) of the Constitution of India. He lays down the procedure for removal of a judge of Supreme Court, which is applicable to the Chief Justice as well. Once appointed, the Chief Justice remains in the office until the age of 65 years. Hence option C is correct. A person who willingly aids or consents in an activity, especially a criminal activity, is called a accessory. So an accessory is a person who assists in the commission of a crime but who does not actually participate in the commission of the crime. Hence option A is correct. So let us go ahead. An official working in an organization of a government department, especially one who follows the rules of the department too strictly, is called a bureaucrat. A bureaucrat is a member of bureaucracy and compose administration of any organization of any size. Bureaucrats are army experts and efficient public servants who run the government at ministerial levels or district levels. Vox populi in legal term means, Vox populi is a Latin term which means voice of the people. So you can see it here, popular opinion here. Popular sentiment or opinion, it is used in English in the meaning opinion of the majority of the people, hence option B is correct. Phrase in mint condition in legal terms means, if you say that something is in mint condition, you mean that it is in perfect conditions, hence option A is correct. Criminal or suspect who is on the run is called fugitive. So a fugitive is a person who is fleeing from the custody, whether it be from jail, a government arrest, government or non-government questioning, vigilante violence, or outraged private individuals. He is also known as a wanted person and can be a person who is either convicted or accused of a crime, hiding from law enforcement in the state, or taking refuge in a different country in order to avoid arrest. Hence option C is correct. Which of the following words stands for to study hard? Answer is SWOT. So if you study very hard, especially when you are preparing for an examination, that is called SWOT. The synonym of zeal is passion. Which of the following words correctly represents happening or done sometimes but not often? The correct answer for the same is occasional. The basic human rights in India are contained in what? Thus the basic human rights in India are contained in, kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is Constitution of India. So under part 3 of the Constitution of India, also referred as Magna Carta, contains the fundamental rights. PIL in Indian legal system stands for public interest litigation. Which is the oldest code of law in India? Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is Manusmriti is the oldest code of law in India. It is also called Manu Dharma Shastra. Private international law is also called common law. So it is also called, private international law is also called conflict of laws. Common law is the law of England. So conflict of laws is also called as private international law, and it is the between individual countries of different legal tradition, different specific rule of private law, and different system of private law, all of which are administered by the court systems. Right? So it pertains to the resolution of problems resulting from such diversity of courts and law. A nominal sum given as a token for striking a sale is called earnest money. Earnest money is deposit made to the seller that represents a buyer's good faith to buy a home. Money gives the buyer extra time to get financing and conduct the title search, property appraisal and inspections before closing. Joint heirs to property are called Co-partners. So joint heirs to a property are called co-partners. They share equal rights and liabilities over the property. Co-partners jointly inherit the property and they have unity of possession and community of interest in joint family property. Hence option B is correct. Right of the party to initiate an action and be heard before a court of law is called. Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is locus standi. So right of a capacity to bring an action or appear in court is called locus standi. It means the legal capacity to sue or approach the courts. In any legal process, the existence of locus standi is necessary. Indian Parliament is based on the principle of bicameralism. A bicameral legislature divides the legislatures into separate assembly, chamber or houses. Bicameralism is distinguished from unicameralism, in which all the members deliberate and vote as a single group and form some legislatures that have three or more separate assemblies, chamber or houses. Parliament is composed of the President of India and the houses. It is a bicameral legislature with two houses, Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha is also called the Council of State and Lok Sabha is called the House of People. Hence option A is correct. The Supreme Court held that evidence can be recorded by video conferencing in the state of. Kindly give the correct answer. The correct answer for the same is state of Maharashtra versus Praful B. Desai. So in this case, Supreme Court observed that a count of proof by method of video conferencing may be done in situations where participation of observer can't be guaranteed immediately. Hence option A is correct. State of Maharashtra versus Praful B. Desai. Here we will take a 3-minute break and we shall be back with other questions. A very less number of questions are remaining, so kindly stay tuned. Let us start, guys. When the master is held liable for the wrongful act of his servant, the liability is called a vicarious liability. So vicarious liability is when an agent or servant commits an tort in the course of performance of his duties as an agent. Liability of the principal arises due to the wrongful act. This principle is called the principle of vicarious liability. The act of unlawful entering into another property constitutes what? It constitutes trespass. So So trespass under section 441 of the IPC, which defines criminal trespass, that whoever enters into upon property in the possession of another with intent to commit an offence or to intimidate, insult or annoy any person in possession of such property, or having lawfully entered into upon such property and remains therewith thereby to intimidate, insult or annoy such person or with intent to commit an offence is trespassing. Hence option A is correct. In the year 2002, the Competition Act was enacted, replacing the, kindly give the correct answer. It replaced the Monopoly Restrictive Trade Practices Act. It's an effect to govern the Indian competition law. A right to recover time barred debt is a imperfect right. Reason being, universal rights are those rights which each human being entitled, and these are basic rights. Perfect rights are those rights which are recognized as well as enforced by law. On the other hand, imperfect rights are those rights which are recognized by law but is not enforced by it. Right? So, right to recover time barred debt has been recognized under section 25(3) of Indian Contract Act but has not been enforced. Hence, option C is correct. The law relating to prisoners of war has been codified by the which convention? Correct answer for the same is Geneva Convention. Geneva Convention are the rules that apply only in times of armed conflict and seek to protect people who are no longer taking part in hostilities. These include the sick and wounded or armed forces on field, wounded, sick and shipwrecked members of armed forces at sea, prisoners of war, civilians. Hence option A is correct. Thank you for watching. This was Rohit Sharma. I shall be again live with mock drill 5th Hindi version. Thank you very much.